Hello everyone, I'm going to do a movie review for the movie Rope. It stars Jimmy Stewart, it was directed by Alfred Hitchcock, and it was released in 1948. This movie was okay. It had some good things and it had some bad things. Let's start with the good things. This movie basically takes place in one place. This movie is basically just people talking then. The movie is sometimes thrilling, the movie sometimes has some suspense, and the movie had more than one long shot. Now let's go to the bad things. First, in the beginning of the movie, when one of the guys opens the curtain, all of a sudden there was noise from the outside. When the curtain was closed, there was no noise. Okay, that could happen. Next, the outside kind of looks fake. Next, around the 23-minute mark, a guy in a blue suit is going back and forth, and there's a shadow on a wall that's not meant to be his. Next, when the Rupert character came in, there was a shadow in the background that was not meant to be his. Next, the bad guys in the movie were not that smart, and these are supposed to be educated type of people, especially the first one. It seems like he's supposed to be smart, and yet he does a lot of dumb things. Now you could say, well, look, they're murderers. They're not going to be that smart. I get that. But at the same time, aren't these characters supposed to be at least somewhat smart, especially the leader? For example, in the beginning of the movie, the leader of the two didn't seem to notice that his friend was kind of nervous. Wouldn't he be paying attention? Next, towards the beginning of the movie, the leader of the two is not paying attention to how his friend is acting with Jimmy Stewart's character. Next, the leader of the two doesn't notice that the maid took off a bunch of things from the table. Next, and he only noticed when she was about to open the table. What a coincidence. Next, he didn't notice that Jimmy Stewart's character was getting suspicious. Next, and he knew that Jimmy Stewart's character was getting suspicious earlier, and if he didn't, his friend told him. Next, at one point everyone left, but then the doorbell was ringing, and they didn't know who it was. And the guy who was drunk didn't want to open the door, and the leader of the two made it seem like they should open the door because the lights were on. That doesn't make sense. He doesn't have to open the door just because the lights are on. Next, it doesn't matter if he thinks it's not a good idea to not answer the door because the lights are on, because they're trying to hide what they did. Next, one of the bad guys pretends he has a gun. Why would he make it so obvious? Next, why would the bad guy take the gun off and leave it on the table? Next, why would the bad guy who's drunk start to give it away? Next, when they're fighting for the gun, why didn't the leader of the two try to help the drunk guy? Next, why is Jimmy Stewart's character trying to find out what's going on? Because if he finds out something bad happened, isn't he worried that the two guys are going to go after him? And there's more examples, but you get the point. Hey everyone, do you like prank calls to radio stations? Well, I've made tons of those, and you can play them on this page. So please subscribe to the page, please play the videos, please press the like button, and so on. The more people that do these things, the more prank calls to radio stations I'll plan to make. Thank you.